office is in Plantation. And tell me where you practice in Dade, Broward.
Thanks for having me on the
Good
show.
to see you on the phone so many times.
Yeah. But our office is in Plantation. We do have satellite offices in Miami as well.
Okay.
And we handle cases all throughout the state. As far up as Jacksonville, I have cases now. As far down south as Key West.
Okay, so, and there was some bad weather this past year in Jacksonville, so I'll bet you had some business in Jacksonville this year.
We do. We got through some attorneys that I know there. We were able to join efforts and co-counsel on some cases up in Jacksonville, especially after Matthew.
You must have been slammed this year, because that was we were in it. We were involved in it. It was bad this year.
Yeah, our practice has experienced significant growth as a result of the storms we've had in the last year, which kind of is a telltale sign that insurance companies aren't so quick to pay out on policyholders' valid claims, and that's really where we come in, because that's where we can assist policyholders.
We're going to explain to people what you do, but first, tell everybody what kind of claims you do handle. Oh, just, there you go.
Primarily and almost exclusively, we handle what is called first-party property insurance claims. So there are hurricane claims, there are water damage claims, fire claims, sinkhole claims, anything that has to do with...
What if your house is robbed?
Theft claims, vandalism, all those are types of claims that we handle. And in my experience, routinely, the insurance companies will give policyholders a hard time, ask them for all kinds of documents, have them substantiate the claim, which is part of their burden, but in many times it becomes a delay tactic. And it's a way of forcing the homeowner to accept less, or the business owner to accept less than what they actually deserve or are
Listen, if
entitled
I'd
to.
have known about you, we had our insurance company was trying to partially put our tile floor together. Well, guess what? It didn't match. Mm-hmm. And we did not know at the time that they were responsible for doing the whole entire kitchen, because it's got to match. And when it's an older kitchen, you cannot always find the matching tile.
Yeah, one of the issues we routinely deal with is continuous flooring. We had a case up in Wellington not too long ago that we settled very favorably for our client, in which he had water damage, which the tiles started popping off his living room floor, and that tile was pretty much all over the house with the exception of the bedrooms. The insurance company came back. They wanted to do a partial fix. Obviously, the policy requires that you match everything.
And you know what that policy says, but a lot of homeowners don't actually know what their policy entails.
Yeah,
what they can do.
Yeah, what I tell people, and even from an attorney's perspective, although the policies are somewhat standard, I always say that the Riddler from Batman wrote them, because it's very hard for anybody, even for an attorney, to understand what they say and what they mean. And we take advantage of a lot of those ambiguities in the policy language to find coverage where the insurance company may have interpreted it differently.
Well, I have a question. This is my own question, own personal question. What is the difference? You handle bad faith. You are a bad faith attorney, which makes so much sense, and a public adjuster.
Well, the main difference...
I know the way you get paid is a lot. I'd rather be paying you than a public adjuster.
Well, first and foremost, public adjusters provide a valuable service. We use them a lot in our practice as consultants that go out to the homeowner's property, and they're able to assess the damage and document it in a way that helps us tremendously. The only difference is that the public adjusters can't take the insurance companies to court.
Exactly. And I would think that's what really would scare the insurance company, is when a lawyer steps in.
Yeah, I mean, they routinely get sued, and they have a lot of lawyers pursuing them for a myriad reasons, but the one thing that is the consumer advocacy side of it is that in Florida, to level the playing field, once you sue your insurer, the attorney is entitled to recover all of his fees, even if they collect
So you
a dollar
don't pay
on the
for
claim.
it. If I hire you, I don't pay you. You're paid by actually the insurance company.
Right. Once we settle the claim, we negotiate our fee. So any case that I take, 99% of the cases I take are on a contingency fee basis,
Gotcha.
which means that
So your
you don't-
fee structure is different because you're an attorney. In other words, if I were to hire you, if I hire a public adjuster, they take a percentage out. Your fees are paid by the insurance company. Is that correct?
that's mostly correct.
Okay.
So, it depends on the claim. Every claim is unique. Sometimes they'll offer a lump sum, in which case we take a contingency percentage. But obviously, my goal is to maximize the client's
Right.
recovery and not have my fee be an impediment to them getting every dollar they deserve. Because we have that statute that I was talking about, we can always negotiate our fee separately from the indemnity portion, which is the portion that the insurance company is to pay for the
You come out
damage.
to a person's house, right?
I've come out. If not, we have a network of engineers, consultants, damage assessors, public adjusters, estimators who will go to your house, document the damages, provide us a list of the damages, the cost to repair that, and that's really the document that we use to advocate on behalf of our clients when an insurance company, denies or underpays a claim. Said, hey, you missed all these things.
What kind of claims were you seeing during the hurricane?
Oh, the biggest thing are the roofs, obviously.
Because we had a lot of wind damage this time.
Yeah.
Versus other times in the past, there was other time, but winds were just insane this
Yeah.
past year.
Yeah, certain areas there was gusting up above 110, and sustained, over 75 in most areas in the Tri-County area because it was a big storm that hit
Right.
a lot of South Florida.
Are you still servicing claims? I mean,
Absolutely.
it's been over a year now. So are you still servicing claims?
Well, since Irma hit on September 10th,
Okay.
2017, we are servicing claims now, and we're continuing to because now the insurance company typically has 90 days to adjust, settle, and pay the claim, or deny it with reasons. So now we've approached that 90-day mark from when the hurricane hit and people presented their claims, where people are starting to get back their determinations. And many of those determinations are below even the deductible, despite there being documented valid damages that.
We put, if you have a question for John, send it out. We have on Twitter, we do this. And we had someone who's listening to the show right now. He is not happy with how much he got back after the storm.
Sure.
Can you come in? This is his question. Can you come back in over somebody else and possibly get more for them?
Absolutely.
Oh, you can.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, what is there a limit to how long?
In a claim that's for a hurricane that happened 3 months ago, there's certainly plenty of time to hire counsel and get the court process moving, or perhaps an appraisal process or a mediation process. These are the types of things that we discuss with a client up front before they retain us. We do have them bring in their policy. We review the policy. We review the coverages. We review the determination. We'll send out estimators, adjusters. I may go out personally to see the damages and document them. And then we present the claim to the insurance company. We say that there's a dispute over the amount of the loss.
Here's my favorite part. Tell me, without giving you names or anything, because I know you can have a client that was offered $25,000 and you came in and you got them $125,000. Do you have stories like that?
We have had some very big successes holding insurance companies accountable. Most of the settlements if not all, are confidential, so I can't describe
Right, I understand that.
names and figures and things of that nature. But we've gotten six-figure settlements on outright denials of claims.
What made you go into this area of law?
Well, ever since I graduated from law school and started working, I was in one capacity or another dealing with insurance litigation, whether it be on the defense side or the plaintiff side.
Have you been on both sides?
Oh, absolutely. Yes,
So you know how the other side works.
absolutely.
Give everybody, we're going to go to our first break. Give everybody your phone number and your website address.
The website is www.insuranceclaimlawyer.net, and our office number is 954-315-1155.
And I promise you, if you've got a claim, he will get right back with you. We're going to go to our break, and we come back. We have more with Attorney John Salas.
J.P. Salas Law is an insurance litigation firm that specializes in getting Florida consumers and small businesses what they deserve when insurance companies delay, underpay, or outright deny valid claims. Throughout his career, J.P. has handled hundreds of insurance claims on behalf of Florida consumers and businesses, including hurricane and windstorm damage claims, fire damage claims, water damage claims, commercial and business property claims, and insurance bad faith claims. If your insurance company is delaying, denying, or underpaying your homeowner's insurance claim, visit insuranceclaimlawyer.net or call J.P. Salas today directly at 954-315-1155. That's 954-315-1155 for a free, no-obligation case evaluation.
And we're back with our final 15 minutes of the show. We come on every Thursday from 5 to 6, and we bring in some of the top lawyers, doctors, financial people. And it's just such a great show because you don't have to go Google somebody. You can actually almost interview him or her right here from our show. And if you'd like to give us a call, the phone number here is 888-565-1470. Well, it's almost time for hurricane season again. We're only, July is when hurricane season starts getting off, or June?
I think it starts from July 1st and goes as far as November 30th now.
Now, do you know, I guess you have plumbers that you can recommend, roofing people, because if I was going to hire you and I got a roofing problem, I trust you.
Understood. Typically, what we do with our damage assessors, loss consultants, experts, engineers, if there's a roofing issue, we have them go in, we have them assess the damage. It's always advisable for the policyholder to get 2 or 3 estimates from a roofer, just to get an idea of the cost. A lot of the times we attach those estimates to our estimates as what we call bid items, so that the insurance company sees that this is an issue where there needs to be a full replacement, and it's not just a patchwork repair. There's also building code issues which require certain percentage of the, if there's a damage to a certain percentage of the roof, then the building code requires that the entire roof be replaced.
We had somebody who texted me 2 times before the show wanting to know if you handle businesses, not just residential.
Absolutely. Businesses have had, especially with Irma and Matthew, had some serious losses associated with the storm. Anything from loss of power to equipment loss and property damage if they own property or even vehicles.
What if next door, your business next door to you has a flood and it leaks into your business too?
Well,
that would be a claim, right?
That would be a claim. I mean, there's nothing short of a non-claimable event unless it's not covered under the policy. And if there's a doubt about that, give me a call. We can discuss the loss and the best way to go about claiming it. In those instances, if you have a policy covering your business,
can I email you my claim? Let's say I'm in like far north Palm Beach County. Your office is in Plantation. Can I email you my policy?
You can email me my policy. You can go through the website and request a free case evaluation, which every single one of those emails gets routed directly to me. And we will set up a time to have a consultation, either in person, over the phone. I will go visit you if need be. So oftentimes I'll bring the estimators or the public adjuster that work with me to those sites to review the damage. So absolutely, yes.
So some people try to handle this themselves, I bet.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Tell them why they need an attorney to work with them against the insurance companies.
I think the main reason is, well, let me rephrase
And you
that.
can pat yourself on the back. It's okay.
Okay, thanks. I think the main reason is that there's a real threat that if they deny, delay, or underpay a claim, that they're going to be met with a lawsuit. Insurance companies work just like any other business. Their motive is profit. So they get less of it every time they have to pay a claim out. So they're going to find a way to pay you less or to outright deny your claim. Many people don't do anything about it. They just accept it for what it
That's
is.
the most they're going to get.
It's the most they're going to get, or that's the determination that they have to live with. And either they live with the damage and it gets worse, or they come out of pocket for it. And there's, if it's a valid claim, if it's a loss that's covered under your policy, they should claim it.
So at one time, I had an airlines lose 7 of my bags. Now, they're only responsible for $750. This is at the time, $750. So I was back and forth with them, wasn't getting anywhere. But when I hired an attorney, things changed. I bet it's like that in your business, too. That was the only thing that got their attention. And I ended up getting a lot more than $750. But doing it myself, I wasn't going anywhere. They were just playing with me.
Yeah, I mean, when there's a real threat of a lawsuit and somebody has acted in a way that is fair or dishonest, our job is to call them to the carpet and let them know. There's a legal avenue that we're going to take that's going to ensure that our client's going to get the best recovery that's available under the law, and we're going to seek whatever remedy we can seek in order to make that happen.
What are you mostly seeing? Wind damage? Is it wind damage? Now, I know I rarely see a lot of fires where there's smoke damage. Mm-hmm. So leaks, I would imagine leaks.
What we're seeing a lot of now as a result of Irma from back in September is roof damage, consequently water intrusion, which is damaging drywall, flooring. The delays in the claims start. Those properties start developing mold issues, which is another.
Oh, we didn't even say it. Mold and mildew.
Yeah, which is another coverage under the policy. Sometimes they're limited in a certain way. Sometimes they're not. The most important thing is, and this is what I really want to impart to the listeners, Steve, is if you're going through the claims process and you feel like you're not getting a fair shake, give us a call. We will review your policy. We will review all the correspondence with the insurance company. We'll deal with the back and forth, and then we'll step in. And at that point, one of two things is going to happen, or maybe both. If they're dealing with you, what you've mentioned, bad faith and not treating you fairly, we'll begin the process and file a civil remedy notice with the Department of Insurance, and file a lawsuit on your behalf and fight until we get, what we think is a fair settlement.
Does it take a long time?
It can. I have to be completely honest with you. But anything worthwhile...
But they're going to drag their feet. It's not you dragging your feet. It's them dragging their feet.
Right. Anything worthwhile is going to take a long time. The wheels of justice tend to grind a little slowly at the courthouse, just because there's a lot of procedural back and forth. But at the end of the day, when they're faced with the real threat of having to face, 6 of their peers and say, look, this person had this damage to their house, and this is how they've been treated, and this is what the insurance company has done to them, they usually come to the negotiation table pretty quickly.
What kind of losses aren't covered for homeowners?
Well, one misconception is flood. People use the word flood in a lot of ways. Flood is defined in the insurance context as anything that causes an overflow of a body of water, whether it's inland or the ocean, for example. Right. Like we saw a lot of that in Houston that the rivers and the
Now that was
and
more
nor-
water damage, Houston, rather
well, what happened is that the rivers and the overflowed into the because of the amount of rain, and it was widespread. Homeowners policies don't cover that. That's a widespread flood event. What homeowners policies do cover is, if a pipe breaks inside your wall and causes damage inside the wall or on the floor, if a hurricane comes and you have windstorm coverage, which most policies have that endorsement, and water intrudes to the house or through a window as a result of the wind and all these things, that's what your homeowners policy covers. Here in Florida, and I can't speak for Texas law, and how things work there, but here in Florida, FEMA offers a program for people who are in certain designated zones to get flood insurance, which is a completely different policy, separate and apart from your homeowner's policy.
So is it a supplemental policy? Is it on top of your homeowner's policy?
Right, it's a separate policy. If you're in a certain designated area as a flood zone, you have to get it.
Okay.
The bank that holds your mortgage will require you to get it because you're a greater risk of a flood event occurring near you. People who live in more inland areas, it's optional. For example, I don't live in a flood zone, but I have flood insurance anyway.
I thought that big mansion you have. I got you confused with somebody. Let's give everybody your phone number again and your website.
The website is www.insuranceclaimlawyer.net, and our office line is 954-315-1155.
What should someone do if their home is damaged by hail?
Hail is a unique peril. Most policies cover it either as part of the policy or as part of the windstorm hail endorsement. What they should do is they should assess the damage, call in a claim, document everything, make sure that they're ready to contact the insurance company, make the claim, explain to them what happened, document the loss. If they feel like they need some form of representation, please call us. We've handled hail claims before. We'll handle them again.
Free consultation.
100%. Free case evaluation, free consultation. We ask that you come with your policy, whatever it is that, whatever part of the process that you're in at that point. If you haven't even called in the claim yet and you want our assistance, we can help you with that. If you've been dealing with your insurance company for 6 months and gotten nowhere, we'll help you with that. If your
Am I
claim has
safe
been
saying you shouldn't try to handle this yourself?
Yeah, I mean,
Because you know so much more. You know what the insurance companies should be paying you. Not all homeowners know what they should be getting, especially if they've never gone through an experience, with a insurance company.
absolutely. If there's any doubt in your mind that you don't feel comfortable going through the claims process without some sort of claims professional, especially an attorney, helping you, please give us a call. We're there to help, to answer your questions, and more importantly, try to get you everything that you deserve. So
Give everybody your phone number again.
Again, it's
Write this
95
down. You never know sometimes. Write this number down.
Again, the number is 954-315-1155. Our website is insuranceclaimlawyer.net. You can also request a case evaluation directly from the website, and you can also give us a call, and we will listen. We will evaluate your case. We'll review your policy, and we'll let you know what your best options are.
Attorney John Salas. Thanks, John, so much. And you'll be back with us again next month.
Absolutely, Steve-O. Thank you so much for having
Thanks,
us.
John.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next week at 5 o'clock with more Ask the Experts.
Thanks for tuning in today to the Ask the Expert show. Tune in